Hey guys, Slivers here. This is gonna be my first video in Guild Wars 2 where I'll be showing the build and the effects of a balanced warrior build that I made for myself out of the several that I've been testing over the months. Although this is rather a PvE build more than a PvP one, you might not use it for SPVP or World vs World, but I'll make another video on how to make your own SPVP build, since I don't play World vs World much because of the latest events that have occurred on my server. Now then, for this build, let's begin. First off, let's take a look at the stats. Right here I have over 3000 attack damage or 2000 power. That's a lot of DPS, and yet still I have 1700 toughness or nearly 3000 armor, with survivability with approximately 27,000 health. How does this help us? Well, mainly focusing on being tough and having good regeneration while healing with shouts is one of the builds I found most useful in either solo PvE or if you're going in a dungeon with a team. There's also a trick. I am using Berserker armor, all Berserker armor with a full set of strength runes, which gives us an addition 25 power, 40 power, 90 power and 20% might duration plus 5% damage while under the effects of might. On the other hand, I have soldier trinkets, which gives me power, toughness and vitality. You can have all 6 of them, or you can trade half of those for Valkyrie ones, which gives you power, toughness and healing power, in which case you get more healing power but a little bit less vitality. For the weapons, we're gonna use an axe and a shield with power, toughness and healing power. Now don't pay attention to the skins, they are transmuted, but the sigils on them are the sigil of restoration and a sigil of blood. The second weapon should be a greatsword with a berserker stats and a superior sigil of rage. Now the reason is why I implemented these two different weapon sets together is also because of the great trait used with the shield, and let me show you just what it means to get. Okay, let's get the traits. Strength, 10 in strength, 20 in defense, 30 in tactics and 10 in discipline. Now first off, minor trait for strength, which means reckless dodge, is maybe a little bit underestimated, but you still do 600 damage while just dodging from foes. The second major trait is Great Fortitude. A percentage of power is given a bonus to vitality, meaning out of 2000 power that we have, we're gonna get another 100 vitality points, meaning we're gonna have 2000 more health. Quite useful. In defense, we're gonna use Shield Master and Sure-Footed. These two traits combine really well together since you're gonna be stunning and blocking a lot, and since shield stance is prolonged for 1 second, that takes us to another trait in discipline, meaning mighty defenses. Now check what this does. You gain might when you block an attack, meaning if you have 5 or 6 foes around attacking you, you can gain 25 stacks of might in an instant. And if that isn't enough, you also have a shout for great justice and a signet of rage, which gives you another 8 stacks in case you don't get to those delicious 25. Alright, back to the traits. Tactics, we have lung capacity, which means reduces recharge of shouts. We have 3 shouts for that. For great justice, on my mark, which also give you your foe 10 stacks of vulnerability, and shake it off. You don't use shake it off that much, but it comes in handy in tough situations. The second one should be shrug it off, meaning it will automatically use shake it off every 20 seconds in case you have 2 conditions on you, and you don't even have to push a button for it, which is awesome. The last one should be vigorous shouts. Now that's the reason we're here for. The more healing power you have, the more the shouts will heal. In my case, 1800 is more than enough, and yet I have enough survivability. This is the build. Now let's see how it works. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I'm in the area where there's a lot of resin, and I hope I can pull as many as I can so you can actually see how this build works. I think 4 should be enough. If not 4, let's try 5. Okay. There's about 6, 7 here. This should be enough. But they keep running away. Okay, you're running away. So let's see. I'm gonna block. And I got 15 stacks in my... And I'm gonna switch to my greatsword and pop him up.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
You heard shake it off twice, and I only activated it once, which is, well, that's what this build is meant for. And well, that's the build. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will enjoy it if you're gonna try it. Hit subscribe before you leave, and well, see you when I see you.